We're in the final game against Kansas. We start panicking a little bit because we had the youngest team in the country. We come out of a timeout late when Kansas is making a little push. And I said, they are gonna run the backdoor play. They're coming out, they're gonna drive at you, and they're going backdoor. We walk out of the huddle. They ran the play, and they beat Michael backdoor. But he recovered and blocked the ball above the square on the other side of the rim. After he ran down, I'm sorry, coach, sorry. You just blocked a ball that no other human being could block.
He used to sometimes trip over his own feet a little bit.
He couldn't shoot. He always fall on the floor.
He had problems with his motor, he would really trip over his own 2 feet.
I played at first and I was real soft. I used to fall on the ground non-stop when I was little, but it just grew on me. Before you know it, in middle school, I fell in love with the game of basketball.
He was always a mature kid. He was always 2 steps ahead of everything.
Michael is a very soft-spoken person, not a person of very many words.
He was always so deep in thought. He was always in tuned because he was forced to deal with emotions that he never knew he had at such an early age.
When my dad passed away when I was little, I was real young.
It bothered Michael quite a bit, and he was not an outwardly person, but you could see where it clearly bothered him.
I believed in quality time. It was always quantity time because we were always together. He has always had an issue with sharing me with anybody. Every night before Michael went to bed, I would talk to my boyfriend on the phone. And Michael started saying things like, oh, he's probably ugly, Mom, hang up or whatever.
It's my mom, it's my sister, no, you're not touching her.
So I said to Michael, do you want to meet him? He said, yeah. So we met at this park.
And it was a long game as opposed to a date.
Ben extended his hand, and I was like, Michael, this is Mr. Vincent. Mr. Vincent, this is Michael.
He didn't really want to shake my hand.
All right, hold on.
And he went to go shake Vinny's hand, and Vin said, man, I'm not shaking your hand.
So the whole day was more like Kung Fu. He tried to kick me and kick me and kick me. And the rest of the whole evening, we were playing Kung Fu up and down the street.
Ever since then, man, it's been all love.
Michael came home one day after school with a permission slip and asked if he could play basketball in a league.
I was never surprised with any of his growth, development, success. His drive and will to want to get better, at 12, 11, 13 years old.
He wanted a basketball court in front of the house.
Summer times was all basketball.
When I had my court, it was all my friends would be at my house. They would just come over and hoop all day long. We talking trash, getting in fights and all that.